Alright, good people of the internet. My name is Quebit2004 and I play World of Tanks. I am sitting in a Russian Tier 9 tank destroyer Object 704, which is not only based on this game, but from my personal point of view, this is the best Russian tank destroyer that I've played so far. I mean, I've not a lot of experience in the alternative line. I've only played it until tier 8. Yeah, it's tier 8. But the gun on this thing is just amazing. I mean, it's the same as on the ISU 152, but it still kicks ass even if you get a little bit higher matched on a regular basis. You won't get into that high tier games on a regular basis in an ISU. So the ISU is a little bit stronger than that, but I don't like, you know, the mobility of the ISU and all the rest of it. So this machine just suits me fine, and to get that out of the way is that for all you trolls, I don't know if the enemies were just, you know, bad players. They certainly were if you would judge them, but I think that was a good game in general from our team, and I think with I did contribute to that as well. We'll see that. Yeah, it's actually one thing I wanted to talk about. Patch 8.8 has just been patched onto the server, and yeah, with that they introduced a mission system that is that has daily missions and weekly missions and all the rest of it. So for you guys who play online RPGs such as, I don't know, Guild Wars or Runes of Magic, or I don't know what else, World of Warcraft. Yeah, World of Warcraft, that's a good example. Many people know that. As you know, you have weekly quests, and daily quests, and the missions are basically the same thing for World of Tanks. I don't know if it's a good or a bad thing. It seems to work pretty well to keep. Sorry, I mixed that sentence up. I wanted to say that is, I don't know if this is a good or bad thing. It seems to work very fine for World of Warcraft. I mean, even though everyone and their mother seem to hate World of Warcraft and not playing it, or you know, but nevertheless, World of Warcraft is still 10.4 million subscribers big, and there's no way in this, you know, not taking that into consideration, World of Warcraft is still a very successful game, and I'm not telling that as a fanboy, as I prefer to play Guild Wars 2, but you know, from an objective perspective and from you know, looking at the numbers, I would say World of Warcraft is very successful, and therefore the one of the things that keeps players going in World of Warcraft, you'll find that in this game here now as well. We just need to wait and see if this principles will aid to the overall community and the retention factor of people, so that the attrition and the throughput of new players are not as high. I mean, I just played my first weekly mission, which was, I had to play in 3 tier 5 tanks, which was a Churchill, the tier 5 British version, then the Type T-34, the Chinese medium tier 5, and the Stuck 3, which is the German tier 5 tank destroyer, and I had to kill 20 tanks in each of them, plus play another random battle once I've killed the 20 tanks with each of them. So that granted me a week of premium account and a million and a million credits. So that was not too shabby, and I mean, if they keep up the incentive, you know, and you motivate players to do things like that, you know, I bet my ass they will have a lot of players doing this, and a lot of players logging in only for the weekly missions, and I must admit I am one of those. Yeah, besides the weeklies, you have stuff that you can repeat as much as you want, so you get a higher coefficient, or I don't know how to pronounce that correctly in English. Coefficient, coefficient, I don't know. For crew skill per game, so in a particular tank that's required from the mission, you need to win a game, and then you get 1.3 multiplier for your crew skill training. So all these stuff, and I think you can really, with what they have on offer right now, is that you can really go in and, you know, tailor your gaming experience to what the exact area of progress you want to make. You know, it's like, let's say, okay, you need to have a better crew because one of your clan wars tanks is lagging behind because the crew just, you know, sucks balls. So what you do is you play all these tanks that train your crew, and that way you can make sure that you know, you train a crew up, and then you spend a little gold, and you can put them on the tank you want them to go. Or so I mean, I really do like the idea of being able to, you know, with a little bit of gold, to tailor my gaming experience in a way that I really want to improve in that area. You know, it's like that is not a bad thing. On the other hand, I have played a lot World of Warcraft as well, and the daily grinds and the weekly grinds were actually one of the main factors that pulled me away and made me look for alternatives to World of Warcraft. But I mean, to be honest, and I think a lot of people that played World of Warcraft could agree and to that. It's like the repetitiveness of the daily grind just makes the gameplay boring for people that play the game for a long time, and you know, it's like that's something who, for someone who killed mom and dad, but not, you know, not for people that have a little bit brain between their ears. So I don't know how the effect is on me on the daily grind, but the good thing here in World of Tanks, as opposed to World of Warcraft or other online role-playing games, is that here you don't have to grind, but in World of Warcraft you actually have to grind in order to, you know, to keep up with the item levels, etc. So I think you have more incentive here to play the dailies and the weeklies, so that's good. Another thing that I briefly wanted to touch, I've bought the premiums that they have introduced, not the medium yet, but I just wanted the heavy to give a good test run. But I am, although I must say, if maybe I've played 6, 7, or 8 games, maximum 8 games, I would say. And I lost them, or most of them at least. But oh boy, the 113 is a really, really strong tank. It has a, yeah, I don't find the gun particularly well suited for a tank like that. But you know, if you know your opponents and you know where to shoot, and when you know the moments when to go for some premium rounds, and you know your opponents and you know the effects of the premium rounds you're shooting, um, you know, just have, I don't know, between 5 and 8, maybe 10 premium rounds loaded, you know, for just in the in case moment. And this will be an awesome money maker because it's so bouncy, its armor is so strong. um, its side is, you know, it's like, I don't know, I need to test that further, but the side scraping of that thing is huge. I mean, seriously, it's literally almost, you know, impossible, if you have a good player who's capable of you know, performing good side scraping moves, to kill that thing. I mean, I'm serious. And then you know, if that thing penetrates you, you know, there's a huge damage roll that's coming your way, and it's an awesome machine. Seriously. Um, but I need to see and wait where it takes me with that. Maybe I need to take back what I just said. You know, usually after playing like 50 or 60 games, like I know what the tank is all about and if it suits me. But as of now, I do like what I see. So 6,789 damage done. That's the Object 704 for you. That is a massive gun on a very nice machine. I mean, yeah, the gameplay that you need to pull off is campy. Yeah, as you just saw, is, you know, I need to be in the mood to play that thing, to be honest. But nevertheless, that's great numbers, and that's great overall performance of that thing. And I hope you liked it, and hit the thumbs up button for me. And if you like and you haven't done so already, I invite you to subscribe to my channel. And yeah, I think I have another tank destroyer video that I liked. I'm not too sure about what to post next, but we'll see. And yeah, see you later then.